What's up, guys? Welcome to Locker Room Logic, where sports meets the culture. I am your host, Matt Kane.
And I'm your co-host, Charles Cannon. Like my man's over here said, welcome to Locker Room Logic. You know, it's been a good couple weeks, yo.
Yes,
Freaking
sir.
the NCAA tournament is finally over.
March
We
Madness
now
is
have our
over.
crowned national champions for both men's and women's. Shout out to UCLA on winning their first title for the
Yes,
first time in
sir.
37 years. So congrats to
Yes,
them,
sir.
and then congrats to them boys.
Yes, sir. The
Dominican
Fab
LeBron,
Five.
Dominican LeBron and his Michigan boys on winning their first championship since the Fab Five. Yeah,
Since 1989.
so
Congrats. It was 89.
It was
Before
89?
the Fab
It was
Five.
before the Fab Five. Yes, you're right.
Congrats to them. Super
Yes.
excited. I'm a UConn fan, but I like Michigan too.
Yeah,
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, before we break down those games, I do got to get into this.
What,
Bro, the reffing. I feel like reffing, not only just in college, but in basketball, has been an issue for like the last year.
That's facts.
It's either teams aren't getting the calls that they deserve, or teams are getting too many calls that they don't deserve.
Yeah.
And I feel like there needs to be a crackdown in both the NCAA and in the NBA to see why is that? Like, what are these refs? What are these refs seeing that we aren't seeing, or like, why are these making these split decisions at a time where it's like it's not necessary, or they just sometimes they don't review the calls.
Yeah, they don't.
They just go straight to like boom, the calls the call, but it's like you can't keep doing that because then that slows down the game even more. Because Michigan themselves had 22 out of 28 free throws or something like that. And then
pretty much 30 points from the free throw.
And then it was the same thing with the UCLA versus South Carolina game.
Yeah.
Like South Carolina had 8 free throws that whole game.
Bro. Yeah, bro. It was wild. What I could say from the men's game, right? So Michigan and UConn both play a tough style of like defense. With that being said, I feel like the ref should have let the game play out. Pretty much just swallow the whistles a little bit, only because UConn has a Big East defense, but Michigan built their team around straight wing guards, right? As like you said, that dude Axel Lindenberg. My man's 6'6", 6'7",
6'8", 6'9".
Yeah, and he plays 2 through 5. So they're very big, very strong, athletic. I do feel like UConn didn't get a lot of calls. There was a blocking, I think in the first half, there was a blocking foul called on Solo Ball. He was straight up. It was not a foul. He was straight up. So I feel like, and then also the guards that UConn got, like Silas Demery, he reaches a lot, but 9 times out of 10 he gets the ball. He doesn't really like foul a lot. So every time he put his hand in, they kept calling the foul, which I didn't like.
Because him and Solo Ball both had were the main two guys that were in foul trouble most of the time. Was Silas Demery fouling out, and then Solo Ball almost fouling out, but basically, he had 4 fouls, so that's foul trouble. And then on the Michigan side, the only person you could really see that was in foul trouble was Morez Johnson. I think that's his pronounced his first name, Morez. So it's like, I feel like both teams. Michigan was technically the better defensive team, but I feel like a lot of their calls didn't get a lot of fouls didn't get called on them because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
They are a more physical team, so the refs have definitely held their tongue on the whistle a little bit longer than them. And then the one thing that really did expose that UConn game, the 3-point shooting. God,
exactly.
I'm not gonna lie.
So that. Here's the thing, like, UConn people say they're a good shooting team. I never saw it this whole year, but they were worse in this national championship game because of the physical play. Like, they were literally tired, bro. And I can't blame them for it. I mean, Solo, he hasn't really been hitting all tournament, but he hit the big shot in the front at the end of the game, but they were just tired, though. So they were just tired, and they don't have a long rotation either. So you can't.
Boom, but and then another thing that Michigan did have over UConn was size.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize. I knew Reed was a big dude. I'm not gonna lie. He looked like a small forward out there.
Exactly.
Bro, who's the center?
That
what's his name?
European dude, 7 foot dude.
Freaking, I gotta look at his name.
But in UConn as well, they didn't take advantage of when Michigan center, 7 foot center, was out the game and Reed was in the game, because they should have just dumped it down low and let Reed go to work.
Yeah.
They weren't doing that, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, the guards and the wings.
Ade Mara.
Exactly.
Yep. 7'3", 255. He's from Spain.
Exactly. So yeah, bro. They didn't take they didn't really like use Reed when Mara was out the game. Because every time when Mara was out the game, Reed had a mismatch. So they should have went to that, got a couple easy points.
Because as you saw, as soon as they tossed Reed down the ball, and as they saw Mara had the size over him, boom, they went, and Reed don't really got a handle like that. Boom, they went straight to doubling him, and boom, that was a turnover right there.
Exactly.
And it's like, I feel like they relied so much on Reed that first half. That's what really killed them. It's like, why are you relying on the size mismatch so much when you have guys like Carabin, you have guys like Mullins. Mullins was really hitting though. He was like really, not really, but like he was the only one that kind of like started. There was
an action that Dan Hurley ran that I liked, and it was fire. And Mullen hit the three, not in the corner, but it was at the wing.
Yeah.
That was a good action. That was a good action. But once Michigan made their adjustments, they couldn't get back to that. So you know what I'm saying?
Like, it was still a closer game.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, going into that second half, it was kind of already obvious who's gonna win.
Exactly.
And especially like UConn as a team, they shot 27% from the three, 9 for 33. Bro, it's like, I understand when it's like you want to go to the rack when when your shots aren't falling, but it's like you gotta take advantage when Mara was out, because even when he was out, they still wasn't going to the rack. And then if they did,
because they was discombobulated, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
they didn't really.
They didn't look like national champions.
Yeah, they did. They didn't. They looked like a great basketball team though, because they held in, even with poor shooting. They held into the final buzzer.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you Dan Hurley is one of the best coaches out.
So. Yeah, he's a great coach, but also during that game, he didn't show off the best personality, or like he didn't upheld himself like a great coach, because most great coaches, they argue over plays, but like, I'm not sure if you've seen, but Dan Hurley went up to one of the refs, was like, I'm the best fucking coach in the game.
Oh no, that wasn't the game. That was a year ago.
That was a year ago.
Why
do people didn't post it today?
Exactly, bro. That's the thing. That was a year ago. So that was, I actually watched that game. It was a game against Creighton last year, regular season, and Creighton and UConn, big rivalry, and I forgot what call it was, but it was something that UConn didn't get a call, or they kept fouling. It was like some foul trouble, and he said that. And I mean,
that clip, I seen the clip literally the day after, so I assume.
Exactly.
I didn't pay all attention to when the coaches and refs were going at it, so I didn't even know that was.
But that's just Dan Hurley just being himself, and rightfully so. Like, he came off a back-to-back in 2025, so yes, he is the greatest coach, and I'm not saying he deserves to get every call, but that game he really held himself together. I did see, while Michigan was celebrating, he had his team stay on the floor and wait till they got done celebrating, and shook everybody's hand.
Yeah, because that's what you do. That's what your boy Gino didn't do. Speaking of shaking hands.
First of all, we gonna not get on my boy Gino like that.
No, we not
getting on my boy Gino.
Like, we gonna come for him, bro.
We not getting on my boy Gino like that.
That's the problem.
He waited there for 3 minutes.
He waited there for 3 shook hands. They still shook hands. He waited. You seen the footage? They still shook hands. First of all, 3 minutes. Yeah, it takes 3 minutes to handshake a whole staff. Like, bro,
he waited there for 3 minutes. Gino, he's like,
bro,
he been doing this.
He a diva.
Why he gotta be a diva now?
Because, bro, ain't no wrong. You complaining about a handshake at 70-something years old?
You gotta give me the same respect I give you.
Yeah, but like, first of all, she did. She shook his hand, but he wasn't out there, so she shook the rest of the staff's hand, and then boom, he got out there. Oh, good luck, coach.
I ain't see it.
Like, bro, that man Gino, bro, I don't know how I feel about him right now. I think he just needs to retire.
I'm chilling. Why? He's still the greatest women's basketball coach out here.
Yeah, bro, but it's gonna keep happening, bro. The older he get, the more his intrusive thoughts gonna beat him, bro. He's, bro, you don't peep, bro. Peep that.
Nah, that's true.
A
That's
lot of these
true. That's
dudes
true.
or women in sports, the older they get, bro, they start slipping in the
That is true.
mind.
That is true. That
Like
is true.
I'm telling you, next year he back in the tournament, he gonna say some crazy. You know, they be like, all right, maybe it's time for him to retire.
All right. I
Like,
mean, yeah. I mean that situation. Getting in that situation, I think obviously what he did was wrong. I'm still giving him a little bit of grace
mm-hmm.
because it is hard losing to a team that you beat last year. It is hard like losing in the way that he did. But I don't really blame it. So going on to the South Carolina UConn women's UConn game, UConn lost because their regular season schedule wasn't stacked.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was not stacked. Even like my mom, she's a women's UConn fan. She watched almost all the games.
Yeah.
She said that shit, bro. She was just like, yeah, they why because UConn been blowing out teams for like 50 points, 40, 30 points. So that it's more so not a team issue. It's an athletic department
It's the athletic department
issue.
NCAA issue. Yep.
So and I feel like maybe that played a role into why he was so mad because he prepares them to play games like that.
Yeah, he prepares them to play the best.
Yeah, play the best late in the season. So I feel like it was anger towards his athletes, just overall losing. Um, Maybe the athletic department for not setting them up with games that they actually needed.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't. I'm not blaming him because I feel like it's not towards Dawn Staley. It was just everything just boiled over. So
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I just think like, but him and Pat Summitt, I know they had like beef when she was
Yeah.
still coaching, she was still alive, and it's like I understand, you know, Gino hasn't been the most likable dude amongst the women coaches, but you are definitely right. It's like it does get to a point where you have to start looking at the athletic department and the NCAA because it's like if you know we're the best team in the country, why are you giving us a schedule where we don't face our competitors that can match us, you know?
Exactly.
Because I guarantee you, if they face Carolina once or twice earlier in the regular season, that's a closer game.
And they have in other seasons, right? They had games in regular season games where they went to South Carolina, they went to LSU, they went to USC. That's why this season was weird because it's like, why is there more Big East women games for UConn rather than SEC games? You know, like out of conference games. So I think the athletic department needs to like really look at that.
Like I personally feel like it had to been like a money thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, all right, they don't spend as much money traveling, and but they still get the money from all the winning, the revenue, like screen the TV play go up, you know, like it had to have been a money.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say that because UConn, right? We're in Connecticut. It is in Connecticut. UNH now is D1. Quinnipiac's D1. Fairfield women were good this year. They're D1. So I feel like the other Central, the other women D1 teams in Connecticut wanted money to play UConn, right? So I feel like that's why and the Big East women as well is not a good women's basketball conference. So they want revenue too for playing UConn. So I feel like it was more so the Big East set up the game so that UConn can pay these other teams to keep them afloat, basically.
Yeah, definitely. And then to get into Dawn Staley, you know, great coach. I respect her. You know, she brought a lot of women to South Carolina. You know, she's put a lot of women through college and into the pros. But I'm not gonna lie, that game against UCLA, that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
I think was embarrassing.
I think it's because just the quick turnaround for them. After having a dogfight with UConn, no, not a dogfight, but beating UConn as well as they did, and then like they were still on a high from it. So it was just a quick turnaround. So
yeah, but it's like she was watching the UCLA versus who they face again? Texas. Yeah, she was out there doing her scouting report today. I seen the video. It's saying her saying courtside, you know, clipboard out, writing notes. You know.
Yeah, that's what makes it bad too.
It's like I understand as a coach, you know, you always got to prep for your teams on who you're gonna face next. But it's like, dang, where did the coaching? I'm not saying it's her fault,
Yeah.
but it's like, where did all the game planning go? Because I'm not gonna lie, what they lost over 40?
Yeah, it was a blowout.
Like,
it was a blowout.
Bro, I was watching. Bro, I turned off the game at halftime.
Me too.
I was mad. I'm like, what the?
It's also because like you could game plan all you want, but I feel like when they really got in the court with Lauren Betts and shit, they didn't know what to do. They did not know what to do, and you saw it in Dawn's face on the sideline, like during the first half when the UCLA seniors were like going crazy. You saw in her face where it was just like, shit, I don't really know how to fix this. Almost. Yeah, which is not a bad thing, but you know.
And I just watched them. I watched the interview this morning for Corey Close, right?
Yeah.
My name's slipping in my mind. But yeah, I watched her interview with Robert Higgins, and she was just saying like how she instilled a mentality from the start of the season with her players that like yeah, we're gonna carry ourselves as champions no matter what, if we win or lose. And then you know she was able to coach and raise mature adults.
Yeah.
And she had 8 seniors. One of her seniors is getting drafted this year, and
I think most of the seniors.
Yeah. But you know how the WNBA is. Yeah. They draft you, then boom, they cut you the next day. So I'm saying
that's a different story.
That's a different story for another day. Yeah. But like you know, you can't guarantee all of them get drafted.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But she was just saying like, you know, one of her seniors was a starter. And she's like, no, I'll come off the bench so the second unit can get more time.
Oh, and I think that was Gabriela Jaquez, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Jaime Jaquez's sister.
See, everybody hooping.
Yeah, she a hooper, bro. But I saw a video where they lost to USC early in the year without Juju. They lost, and they went in the locker room, and there was a clip of the coach, basically calling out the team, and she was just like, "Raise your hand if you know what went wrong today." And the seniors raised their hand. They all like held each other accountable, and when I saw that, I was just like, "That's the reason why they won." Because when you have a core group that just plays for each other, it's fire, bro. Fire to watch.
And then and then for her, she's been waiting for this for mad long. She's been coaching for 15 years. You know, it's like, what is going to get to a point where it's like, all right, you know what to say, how to say it.
Yeah.
You know, what kind of player, you know what mindset to instill in your players, and she instilled a mature game winning mindset.
Yeah.
And not only just that, she coached them through from the heart instead of coaching their actual like physical player games.
Yeah, exactly.
Not coaching the jump shot. You coach the person, not the skill set. Because if you coach in the skill set, you go and get AJ McManus. But like if you coach
Darren Peterson.
Or Darren Peterson, but if you coach the person, you get a winning program.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like, you know, women staying in college longer is what men also need to do, because it creates storylines, it creates an actual winning program, it creates more upsets in my opinion.
Yeah, facts.
And instead of just like, you know, us getting the same team in the national championship or in the final four, and then you just get the dudes, boom, they out the next year. It's like, damn, you want to come back and run it back real quick?
And no accomplishments? Like, what did you do in that 1 year?
Yeah, like, look at, bro, I watched a little bit of Caravan's interview. He was destroyed, bro.
Exactly.
He's like, this is really it. He's like, I tried to wear this uniform as long as possible.
Facts.
And, you know, he played his heart out in that game.
He did.
But yeah. I feel like since the college season is officially over, what needs to happen for the next couple months is, I feel like NIL needs to be renegotiated.
Definitely.
I feel like the reffing needs to be more closely investigated. And I feel like these coaches, recruiting wise, need to stop recruiting these players that just want to go there for money. Like, at this point, I'm recruiting for skill and I'm recruiting for skill, mentality, and not money. Because if I'm about to sit here and pay you $7 million, it's like I'm expecting you to stay.
And you talking about your hamstring, I'm gonna be tight.
Like, I know this isn't basketball, but when when Nick Saban was with Alabama, they invested $5.5 million in him. He got what, 4 championships?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 championships.
4 championships. And that was in a span of like 4, 5, 8 years. That's what you want. You want a long term. When you invest in so much money into somebody, you want long term with potential guaranteed winning. Exactly. Even if it isn't guaranteed winning, you still want to build history somehow.
Exactly.
And you're investing so much money into players like AJ, which is more than he making more than $5 million in a year, and it's like you only staying for a year or two. Like, exactly. Bro, I'm investing millions. I need at least 3 years.
Exactly. And going on like Nick Saban, like the school invested in Nick Saban, and look what he was able to do with the players. Like he recruited some of the most stacked Alabama teams ever. Like the quarterback room, all 3 of those quarterbacks are now NFL players. Like the most stacked people. So and they need to do that in NFL. I mean, in NCAA men's basketball.
Basketball,
yep. Because if I'm giving a coach all this money, I shouldn't have to like give the players all this money and they're not even like producing.
Yeah,
so it's like
if I'm an NBA team, I go like in the late first round, second round, I go for Caravan. Like exactly. If he decides to go get drafted.
Exactly.
It's like
I want him to.
It's like he played under Dan Hurley, instilled winning mentality, mature adult. He knows what it's like to be that guy. He knows what it's like to be the second option, third option. He knows what it takes to make it all the way. And it's like if I'm an NBA team, that's what I want.
Exactly.
I don't care if you the 13th man on the bench. As long as I know as a coach, the second I call your name to go out there,
you gonna be professional about it.
Like, come on, you're gonna be professional. You're gonna produce something because that's what you need. You don't need these one and dones that still really haven't proven anything. Like, exactly. Yes, you have your generational talent like a Cooper Flag who just dropped 51 the other day, but it's like that's not always gonna happen.
Exactly.
It's like you want to go for the dudes who spent sometime in college, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, no, that's facts. I don't know. I think just NIL took the purity out of college sports. Speaking of Michigan, like look back early 90s, Fab Five, right? They basically got ridiculed for taking money from people just to get something to eat, type shit. Like now we're basically giving these athletes money the same illegal way that was fine 4 or 5 years ago. We're giving these athletes millions of dollars now, and the production got less.
The loyalty got
less. Yeah, loyalty got less and production got less.
The value in program has less.
Exactly.
Because like the Fab Five, they played together 3 years.
3 years.
So I know Weber eventually was like, yo.
Oh yeah, they all went 3 years. They all went 3 years. Well, Weber left, drafted 93, and then everybody else 94 out there.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, but everybody did like 3-4 years, and they didn't get paid. School was making money off them, but they didn't get paid, and they took away their accomplishments just because they took money to get food.
Yeah, and then hell, look at they not only did the school make money, the Fab Five alone instilled they instilled a culture inside of sports where it lasted 20, 30 years. Like,
exactly.
Everybody should want to not everybody should want a Fab Five, but everybody mentality wise should want a group of teenagers to turn into men.
Exactly.
And build up the program around them, and then boom, you can go get drafted.
Exactly. And you also think of it, 4 or 5 18-year-olds meet each other first day in summer camps. Like spending all your time with them for 3-4 years, you create like best friends. Like and nobody understands like what you go through except those people in that room. So that's how you really build a culture. Feel me? So yeah, I don't know, man.
But to just go back to just backtrack a little. The Final Four, we're just gonna talk about the two other teams. Illinois and Arizona. They had mainly Illinois. Illinois had a good game against UConn. They tried. Andre Stojakovic, he really do play like his dad.
He
there were times where he was just moving down to the rack or just coming off a pick, coming off a screen. I was just like, he moved just like him. And then to be the son of an NBA player, to not be so
like out there
because
he transferred to Illinois.
Yeah, because he played what SoCal.
California State, I think. University of California, Berkeley, I think.
Yeah.
He played there, and that's where I first heard of him. And but then he transferred, and they like that system at Illinois is a good system. I like what they ran.
I definitely think after this year, next year, if they just bring back,
Everybody pretty much,
everybody
yeah, they
basically,
could be
or
nice.
pick up a couple other new recruits, or maybe get a few transfers.
Yeah.
They can definitely go to the national championship.
Yeah, no,
next
I actually picked them earlier in the year to go far in the tournament. So seeing them in the Final Four, I was just like, I kind of always seen it coming. So
Yeah, and then to go on with like Arizona, dang, dang.
Nigga, you know why that happened, right?
Bryce James.
Because they ain't put in Bryce James.
No, Bryce James is bad luck.
If they would have put in Bryce James,
is bad luck.
If they would have put in Bryce James, Arizona could have a national title right now.
Bryce James is bad luck.
Why, bro? What's good with Bryce? Bro,
Nah, bro, tell me why, right? I seen a post yesterday, right? It was saying Bryce not declaring for the draft. I was like, I hope not. I hope he ain't declaring for the draft.
They said that?
Yes. But it was like one of the meme sports pages. Or
okay.
It was probably it's just like Bryce not declaring for the draft. I was like, I hope not.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
How you gonna declare for the draft? You ain't playing 0 minutes.
No minutes,
bro. You ain't got no film. Yeah. Your film is you celebrating on the bench.
You cutting down the net.
No, that pissed me off. Bro, I was like, why is he cutting down the net? He got 0 burn. Bro. You got 5 starters, and you let the 16th man cut down the net. Listen, you would have thought it was a Make-A-Wish program. Like, what?
You bro, Brown about to take us down, bro. I'm just saying. All right, you got Bryce James, right? He a cornerstone to your program.
No,
now if you go and recruit Cayenne Anthony,
Cayenne is never leaving Syracuse,
bro. If you get Anthony and James on the same team,
bro,
2012 all over again.
No, bro.
2012 next generation.
No.
Next generation.
Okay.
Come on now, Arizona. You better go get you get Cayenne, bro.
Yeah, Arizona. They had a tough game.
What about your boy Cole Pete? He was struggling.
He was a little, but he was able to get some. He was able to make some shots.
Yeah.
And he was able to grab some boards at 11. But he just undersized. He's like 6'9". He's a power forward.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going. These 6'9" power forwards. Like, bro, you gotta understand, gang. You're not always gonna get a bucket. Cause look at Zach Randolph, bro. Look at Draymond. them dudes is dogs, but they're not bucket getters. They know their role. Yeah. It's like
they threw it down to Zach Randolph when it was like, all right, we down by 30. We need something to get us going again.
5 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, bro, 5 seconds.
Like, don't get me wrong, Zebo was still that guy, but like, he wasn't kicking in the ball constantly.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
But the thing that I think Arizona, they literally just like UConn, they just got outsized.
Nah, they did.
Like they got outsized. Michigan just had older dudes. It's you can't do nothing about it.
You really can't.
Like Cole Pete, freshman. He did. It's like for a freshman making it to the Final Four, especially being one of the guys on the team. Like him and Braden Berries, right? Braden Berries.
Yeah, I was just about it. Well, Jaden, what was it? Jaden Bradley?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his stats in that game?
13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 turnovers.
See, and that's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that whole team was fouling. Like literally, out of all the starters, 1, 2, 3 had
See, and that's the thing. Like Bradley was SEC Player of the Year, which was he a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
But that game, like you could tell that Michigan really was like
they honed in.
Yeah, like they knew what to do because he really couldn't get it going. Like that's why he only had 13. But here's the thing, like he should have knew. Like, all right, today is not about scoring. It's playing the smartest basketball.
Yeah.
Should have grabbed more boards. He should have passed the ball more.
Especially being a senior.
Yeah, especially being a senior. But I can't really get mad at him. Michigan was just the better team all around during this tournament. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
But yeah, college, man, it's over.
College is over.
Then you know what's next week. NBA playoffs.
Sorry ass, I ain't watching it.
Yes, yeah.
No,
first of all, your team the third seed. You gotta watch.
I'm not. First of all, we the third seed. Yeah. We the third seed, bro. We the most sorriest third seed ever.
Y'all are.
So I ain't watching it, bro. Unless I ain't watching it until we get to the conference finals. Then I'll watch it. Because I'm sorry, bro. That team, I can't with them. I can't with that. We have an easy ass ending schedule and we can't even win. But anyway.
Yeah, but it's like, what can you do about it? But hey, y'all clinched y'all playoff spot. But
we would have clinched it 3 weeks ago if we had Tom Thibodeau.
Y'all would have clinched it a month ago if you had Tom Thibodeau.
Exactly, bro. But who am I? I'm just a podcast.
Oh, speaking of more college basketball, your boy Mike Malone.
Listen, bro.
UNC.
I'm so fucking pissed.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If he wins a national title, he's gonna be one of 2 people to ever win an NBA championship and a national championship. I forgot who it was. It was somebody in the 80s though. I think 88. Forgot who it was. I can't.
I can look it up.
But yeah, they hired. Oh my goodness, bro. Now, what coach we gonna do? We gonna use after we fire Mike Brown at the end of the season?
Y'all not firing Mike. Oh, it's Larry Brown.
Larry Brown, yes. Yep. He went with the Pistons.
Kansas in 88, and then the Pistons in 04.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, he's a bad coach himself, but that's a different story. But yeah, like I'm so happy for UNC and Mike Malone. Like Mike Malone's a great coach, and I feel like being with younger guys like 18, 19, 20 is where he needs to be at this time. I'm confused because I don't really know who the Knicks gonna pick up after we fire Mike Brown.
You really think y'all gonna fire Mike Brown?
I got a petition. I'm gonna start it.
You gonna start it?
If we get bounced in the first, second, or conference finals, I'm
all right. The conference finals is a win though.
It's not a win though because we already went. We went to 2 conference finals actually, or no?
No, y'all lost to Trae Young in the semifinals.
Yeah.
So y'all went to 1.
No, because we went to 1 conference finals. This was supposed to be the year
y'all make it to the finals.
We make it to the finals.
But think about it. Cade don't get back for another week. So the first round for the Pistons is going to be a little tough. They're going to be a little beat up by the time they reach the conference finals. The Celtics is fully healthy, so I don't know what to say about that.
See?
But like, think about it. Y'all still got Jalen Brunson, former Clutch Player of the Year.
I'm not going to lie.
Y'all got Cat. Yo, Cat is a bucket, yo. The big bodega is still going to get a rebound. Like
All rebound?
No, he basically he a walking double.
Listen, I'm gonna say this:
19 like 10 this year, but it's gonna turn up in the playoffs. You know how Cat get in the playoffs.
I don't know how Cat get in the playoffs. I don't know how he get in the playoffs. That's a problem, bro. I'm gonna say this: when we fire Mike Brown at the end of the season, I want Doc Rivers.
I mean, I guess
I want Doc Rivers.
I guess, but I don't think he leaving Milwaukee.
He don't want to, but I know he's gonna get fired.
Oh yeah. Once they trade Giannis, bye.
Give me Doc.
We restarting. I'm telling you, once they trade Giannis, bye Doc.
That's like, crazy, bro. Why y'all doing my Hall of Fame coach like that?
1 ring, bro. 1 ring.
I understand.
Like Doc Rivers is a great coach, but it gotta get to a point where it's like, all right, you won 1 ring. But that's about to be 20 years ago. Me and you were 4.
I understand that. But listen, hear me out. The Clippers was not his fault.
Oh yeah, that was Steve Ballmer's fault, hands down.
Yeah, that was not his fault.
That was definitely Steve Ballmer's fault.
And the Sixers is not his fault.
Oh, the Sixers, they just dumb. Daryl Morey, the whole organization just dumb. Like,
so I can't really get on Doc because.
But still, how many 3-1 leads he blow?
But that's the thing; it wasn't his fault.
He had Chris Paul, yo.
Okay.
He had the greatest what if championship team of all time.
He did, and I love the Lob City Clippers.
Like they just happened. I mean, all right. The thing is, they would have won a championship. It's just we didn't know the Warriors was going to be that good that soon.
If 2015 went Clippers and Cavs in the finals, I think Clippers would have got them. Too. Yeah.
Like,
So.
oh.
But anyway, man.
Yeah, this basketball season for both college and professional has been hilarious to watch. Speaking of basketball, Wemby went out the other day.
Heard about that.
He literally asked. So the Spurs have 3 more games left.
Yeah.
If Wemby has to at least play 20 more minutes to qualify for
any
awards. So if he is out for the rest of if he's out for the rest of the regular season,
he can't get nothing.
He won't get nothing. Anthony Edwards is already out for everything. Luka's already out for everything. Cade's out for everything.
Shit, get an MVP to Jalen Brunson.
So I'm not gonna lie. What are the reward races about to look like? What the all NBA all defensive?
All right, so listen.
This 65 game rule. I see what we're trying to do, but hey, they just have to get unlucky this year.
No, I like it. I think the storyline is more so with why are these players getting injured. It's not really with the 65 game rule. I see why you put the 65 game rule in play because a motherfucker like Joel Embiid. So I like it because if you are not on the court, how are you the best player if you are not on the court? You know what I'm saying? So personally, it's fine right now. I don't care how the awards gonna look. I don't care about none of that. I just feel like the players need to stop getting hurt, kind of, basically.
And I think there's another thing. I think they just leaving college too early. They're not building muscle.
Yeah, they mad frail and shit. Like I said, Luka, this dude, we probably seen the best of Luka right now. Like he not getting no better. So
no, the thing is, I think it's literally just him being in LA. LA will never. In my opinion, Luka will never win in a Lakers uniform. I'm gonna say it right now.
Okay,
Luka is never winning in a Lakers uniform. The Lakers are going to ruin his career. He will be another James Harden. He will be one of the greatest, if not the greatest scorer of all time, with no rings.
I'll say Luka is never gonna win. Period. He ain't gonna win. Period.
Because it's like, all right, boom. Bron is 41, so he'll be out of here really soon, and because he'll be carrying that team for the first round, and he gonna probably be like, yeah, it's time for me to hang it up. Austin Reeves, I love Austin Reeves. He's a great second option, but
he gonna leave to get his bag somewhere.
But I feel like he might leave LA because it looked like he getting stressed out there, and the rest of the team is full of either washed NBA players like Marcus Smart.
He not washed. He in LA. That's a washed. He not washed. He's in LA. Washed.
And then
he needs to go back to Boston.
And then just that team, that franchise, that ownership, that organization is trash. Like, historically, the Lakers are great. Don't get me wrong, but be honest, after Kobe retired, that's when they went down the drain. They just started selling. They just started doing anything and everything. So, I think Luka, in my opinion, after next year, if I'm him, if we don't make it, if the Lakers are, if it's still him just carrying them, he needs to leave because he will never win in a Lakers uniform. Like it never sat right when they traded him. It still doesn't feel right. I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna lie, he look nasty in the Lakers.
He do, bro. It's giving.
I never understood.
It's giving Hakeem Olajuwon when he played for the Raptors. like bro, it don't know. It's giving Charles Barkley when he went to the Rockets. They know, bro. Like he'll never win in a Lakers uniform. I guarantee it because ain't no way the Spurs took 2 years to build around Wemby. The Thunder took 4 years to build around Shea. And I understand Luka just got to the Lakers, but like how in 2 years the Spurs require more talent through trade and through drafting than the Lakers have in the last 5 years since they won in 2020.
Exactly.
Like ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
I can't even get into all.
Like once they disbanded that 2020 team, I knew, all right, boom, they're never winning again, and it's proven right now.
Exactly.
Luka, in my opinion, will never win in the Lakers.
He'll never win. Period. And I stand on that.
The NBA needs to fix everything that they got going on right now because it's not looking good for the near future. And then same thing with NCAA. Y'all need to get control of this NIL situation now because if it keeps getting out of hand, great programs like Duke, UConn, Kansas, Texas Tech, Texas, not Texas Tech, Texas A&M, all the UCLA, all those
They all high
programs will
school.
fall, and all these lower mid D1
If they don't get a handle on NIL,
more.
if they don't get on NIL, if they don't get a hold of NIL soon, shit, if I'm 27, 28, I'm going back to college. Man.
In my opinion,
I'm about to go back and get me a bag.
In my opinion, I feel like with NIL, boom, they need to stay in college longer. I feel like that's what they need to do. If you like, if we're paying you 6 mil, 8 mil, 10 mil, you're staying here for 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. You could transfer to whatever school you want to after if you don't mess with the program, but you got to stay in college for 2-3 years. Because no, I feel like there isn't enough talent. There isn't enough roster spots in the NBA now. Like, yes, they're expanding, but still there is not enough roster spots because you have the dudes from overseas also getting drafted.
Exactly.
And those dudes play professionally since they were 14, 15, 16. Like, look at Luka.
Exactly.
Luka's been playing with grown men since he was 14.
Exactly.
That's why he is as good as he is.
Exactly.
It's like the NBA.
The NBA is so much of a numbers game where it's like, well, it's gonna be there regardless. Like, I'm not gonna lie, just wait your turn at this point because don't rush it, because the sooner you rush it and you at an all time high, you could fall right back down, bro. It happened to some of the great players that we know today. So
man, I ain't got nothing else to say. Basketball for the last week and a half has been pissing me off. So
let's end with this top 5 debate, greatest of all time. Top 5 UConn versus top 5 Duke all time. Because you know UConn gonna take it every time.
Well, are we doing positions or are we just drafting top 5?
Yeah, positions.
Positions.
It's easier to do positions with college. All I'm gonna say is UConn all time team up against anybody. I got UConn. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
All right, so
who's your starting point guard?
My top 5. Oh yeah, let's go back and forth. My starting point guard for all time UConn, Kemba Walker.
This dude, UConn. Kemba Walker.
Who messing with Duke?
Bobby Hurley.
Bobby Hurley?
Yeah. You realize he's like
he is he a back-to-back national champion.
Back-to-back national champion, 4 straight national championships.
Yeah, you're right.
He's one of the all-time leading assist point guards and scoring point guards in the NCAA history.
That's true.
It's like I understand he played with Christian Laettner, but it's like he was still the second man. He was still Robin to that Batman, you know? It's like
pretty boy.
Nah, I don't care, bro. Fab Five will ever be top 5 for that moment,
top
bro.
5, bro.
They'll forever. I'm mad Chris Webber wasn't in that documentary, bro. He would have made it even funnier. I know he would have.
Facts.
But all right,
I still got Kemba over Bobby Hurley.
All right,
but
shooting guard.
I got Ray Allen.
Okay. No Rip.
Oh, he coming next.
He had the small forward. I know
he actually did play small forward in college, which is crazy. Yeah. He did. I don't know how that worked, but
I mean, college you don't get your official position until you get that NBA.
Basically.
Like, all right, boom, shooting guard. You already know I got the most hated man in America, JJ Redick. You know he was the most hated dude.
He was. Bro. You kind of shitted on him in 2004.
Yeah, but JJ Redick, him and Coach K was butting heads.
They was.
But hey, he came back and finished out college.
He did.
Because he said he was gonna quit, right?
Yeah, he was about to quit. All right, for my 3, I got Rip Hamilton.
All right, word. I got the next coming of Michael Jordan, Grant Hill. Before his injury, he was the next coming of Michael Jordan, and you saw it in Detroit. He was carrying them, bro. He made those teal jerseys look like, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, them shit's tough.
Bro, his game, bro. You didn't have another dude like Grant Hill, bro. And that's crazy. Everybody on that team, when the team with him and Christian Laettner and all them, he was the only one that actually came from a wealthy family.
That's true.
And they was all in the media, they were all prestige, pictured as wealthy. It was just him. So he was still playing like he was getting it out the mud.
Still a pretty boy.
Okay. He was Grant Hill without the injuries would have been top 15 all time in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, you might have got that.
But boom, power forward.
All right, for my 4, I'm gonna have to go. Damn, who should I go? I do Charlie Villanueva. What, bro? What, bro? I can't do Charlie.
So you're just gonna skip Andre
Drummond?
No.
Hell yeah, I'm skipping Andre Drummond.
Okay.
Nigga, what he doing a UConn jersey? 1 year, nigga. My dad's still mad at that nigga to this day.
Nah, because my grandfather, he a Duke fan. He a Kentucky fan, bro. He hate Anthony Davis to this day, bro.
Yeah, bro.
How you gonna win one at least?
My dad was like, he need to stay that long. He ain't do none of that, bro. Hell yeah, I'm skipping on. I got Charlie Villanueva, bro. My 4, bro.
All right, boom. Then you know who I gotta get? Shane Battier.
It's not about one.
Shane Battier.
For my center, I got Emeka Okafor.
Emeka Okafor, okay. Still skipping Andre, but okay.
He coming off the bench on this all-time team.
Okay. Oh, we doing 6-man too?
Word. You could if you want.
Bet. So at my center position, you already know who I gotta go with. Christian Laettner.
Yeah, he getting shitted on.
By who? He was shitting on everybody.
But he ain't seen nobody like Emeka before.
He had shit. He went up against Shaq. He went up against bro. He went against healthy Shaq. Let me be more specific.
He went up against LSU Shaq. He ain't go up against.
But Shaq was still healthy. Yeah, Lakers Shaq was fat and unhealthy. Right, he's sipping pina coladas and all freaking offseason when Kobe was working.
That is true.
Like, come on.
For my 6 man, I could go anywhere on my 6. But just to make you happy, I'm gonna do. You know, I ain't even going Andre Drummond because I don't like that he did 1 year and then left.
Dang, bro.
So I'm gonna go with Shabazz Napier because
Shabazz was also, that dude.
He was not. I love his game to this day. I go back and watch his game, bro. He be playing open runs and shit. I be watching that shit on YouTube. It's fire.
Mm-hmm. All right,
yeah, that's me.
For my 6 man, I could piss you off and go with Zion, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Bought it out the mud.
Nah, I'm not going to. Nah, I'm gonna go Kyrie. Greatest 11 games I've ever seen in my life. Still got drafted. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm in that draft class, the same as Kyrie, I'm putting up great numbers, and I get drafted. And the dude that played 11 games gets drafted over me. It's hands. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Kyrie. He panned out to be great. But it's like, dang, bro, 11 games, you still, that's how you know you cold.
Yeah, bro.
That's how you know you cold, bro.
That's damn near like me picking Andre Drummond.
Like,
nigga only played 30
like,
games.
Bro. No, that's like drafting Bryce right now.
That nigga hate the James family.
Yes.
Why you hate them, bro?
Yes, bro. Like, daddy a diva. Mom just be on her podcast saying nothing.
You watch Savannah podcast? Bro, let's collab with Savannah. I watched 2 episodes. Bro, let's collab with Savannah podcast.
No, bro, I quit.
Why, bro? Savannah,
I feel bad for Zuria. Both her parents are just out here just doing nothing. Yo, like she getting raised by hooligans. I mean, they was young parents. Cause when they had Bryce, I'm Brian, 18. Yeah, that's what happens. Teens having babies. Yo, you don't pan out right.
Nah, he shit, bro.
Watch. Because how old was Tatum when he had Deuce?
Nigga, like 19.
See, when Deuce come out acting crazy and he think he nice and he actually shitty. That, bro.
I think I got a conspiracy on Tatum having Deuce. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, come on, bro. Come on. Then. Yeah, so my 6 man is Kyrie. Probably should have went somewhere else, but I'll go with Kyrie.
Listen, man.
Or I could have went with J. Will, low key.
Yeah, you could have. Duke got some nasty niggas. I ain't gonna lie. But I got UConn against anybody any day.
Okay, Charlie Looney.
Yup.
Video, I got UConn against anybody.
UConn against anybody, bro.
But you know that's out the mud. Let me stop.
So that's locker room logic, bro.
You know. Hope this episode was funny. Hope y'all enjoyed it. You know, we wasn't taking this episode truly serious. Basketball season is almost over.
We got some big things planned.
You know, quick announcement, Matt.
Yes, sir. All my baseball guys, bro, if you like baseball, tap in. Because this summer, I'm going to be covering baseball. I already write for MLBbro.com. So if you want to learn about black baseball players, go to the website. I'm up there. I write a little stuff. But Locker Room Logic officially presents In the Dugout, hosted by me, Matt Kane, and we's coming to you real soon.
You know, with him covering that, I'll be figuring out something else to cover. I'll probably just be doing some fitness content or something. Yeah, bro, it's gym time. You know, it's gym time. It's summer, bro. It's summertime. Body about to be T. Like, come on,
Bro,
what them girls say? Body T.
all
Like,
right, that's it
all
for
right,
this podcast,
all right,
bro.
y'all.
All right.
Deuces.